Now to an update. A South Portland teen accused of planning a shooting at his high school is going to be tried as a juvenile. He is charged with criminal solicitation of murder and arson. CBS 13's Owen Kingsley joining us live outside of the Portland District Courthouse with more details on that hearing today, Owen.
Good evening, Greg. A judge decided the now 17-year-old suspect will remain in juvenile court. We were not allowed to bring a camera into today's hearing. Although the judge did acknowledge the severity of these charges, he alluded to a precedent of charging a minor as an adult that was not met. A judge decided Tuesday that a 17-year-old who is accused of planning an attack at South Portland High School will not be tried as an adult. The state alleges the teen made threats and tried to recruit another person to commit mass murder. Last week, the state made mention of evidence that showed the teen setting fire to stolen pride flags and throwing Molotov cocktails at the Wainwright Sports Complex in South Portland. In April of last year, police raided his South Portland home and seized a high-powered rifle and noted he had access to multiple guns. Police also found he had Nazi flags and letters written to the Columbine gunman. The teen also violated his conditions of release when he joined an online neo-Nazi chat room. He has since been under house arrest. The state used all of this evidence to argue the defendant should be tried as an adult. The defense focused their arguments on that despite the hateful symbols, they are protected speech and that the state did not have enough evidence to justify a solicitation for murder charge. The defense also downplayed the teen as a threat, saying, quote, "There has never been a threat to the community. He's not a threat to the community." Portland District Court Judge Peter Darvin acknowledged this teen embraced despicable hate groups that promote violence. Ultimately, he says he has never moved a juvenile to an adult court in a case where no one was physically hurt. We reached out to the teen's attorney and the district attorney's office. Both declined to comment. Coming up at 6, what we know about the next steps in this case. Live in Portland, I'm Owen Kingsley, CBS 13 News.
Owen, thanks for the update.